Hare Krishna. Freedom comes not by rejecting all restrictions, but by finding the right restrictions. Some people say that freedom means I should be able to do whatever I want to do. Freedom means there should be no restriction. And from that perspective, they say that religious paths, spiritual stuff, which is too religious, all this is too restrictive. It's all don't do this, don't do this. And by this attitude, they want to reject religion because they feel it's very restrictive. Here, rather than focusing on the restrictions, let's focus on the principle of freedom. Does freedom really mean rejection of all restrictions? There is a natural setting for everything. And freedom means to be situated in that natural setting. For a fish, its body is made for an aqueous environment. And a fish is free when it is restricted to water. It can freely swim up, down, left, right, as long as it is in water. If freedom meant rejection of all restriction, then the fish, we could say, it rejects the restriction of water. Somebody who does this to a fish, takes the fish out of water in the name of granting it freedom, that fish comes on the land and suffers. So if it is not put back into the water in time, it will die. So here the rejection of all restriction will cause the destruction of the fish. So for it, the fish finds freedom when it is in the right environment. Similarly, we can see in various fields, if somebody is an expert cricket batsman, and that person is told to play chess. They say, no, I won't follow any rules. I won't follow whatever, no rules of any game. I'll play whichever game which I want. Well, they won't be free. If they're naturally meant to play cricket, then that's the game which they're going to play well. And putting them out of that environment into some other game, that won't free them, that will choke them. And this applies all the more to us in our very nature. The Bhagavad Gita explains that at our core, we are spiritual beings. And as spiritual beings, as souls, we are eternally parts of God. And our natural environment is the environment of a devotional disposition towards God. This environment is not necessarily physical, it is more an environment of disposition, of consciousness. So when our consciousness is devotional, when we are surrounded by thoughts of Krishna, when we are having the intention of serving Krishna, when we are absorbed in remembering Krishna, then that is when we are naturally situated. That is when we are happy. The Bhagavad Gita talks about this, that aniketah sthirmater bhaktiman yah samay priyaha. In 12.19 it states that such a person actually may not even have a home, but their heart has found a home. That is, the home is, their consciousness is fixed in Krishna, their heart is devoted to Krishna. And in that situation they are joyful. If not, then they are always fretful, always struggling. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manah shashthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. The Bhagavad Gita states that actually Mamaivamsho jiva loke, all living beings are my parts. Jiva bhutaha sanatanaha, eternally they are my parts. And Indriya, actually the senses and the manashashthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. When instead of being situated in Krishna, when the soul becomes situated in Prakriti, Purusha Prakristho, when the soul becomes situated in Prakriti, that means not just physically situated in Prakriti, but in consciousness, when the soul starts thinking that it is material things which will make me happy, then karshati, there is struggle, there is suffering. And the suffering comes because the mind and the senses keep demanding, I want this, I want that, I want that, and I want so many things. But when we turn towards Krishna, when we infuse our heart with the service to Krishna, then wherever we are, we can be peaceful and we can become joyful. Thank you. Hare Krishna.